Hello students, today we are going to learn about Kerberos Authentication Protocol, which is a very important topic from your module 4. Before going to start with the Kerberos Authentication Protocol, we need to understand what do you mean by authentication, as we know that authentication is any means of determining the user identity. Like whenever we are communicating with the parties, we must facing the basic problem that how do you prove to someone that you are who you claim to be, right? So to solve this we need any access control mechanism, right? So that access control mechanism is provided by the Kerberos protocol. So first we'll try to understand what is Kerberos. So in Greek mythology, actually the Kerberos is a dog with the three heads. But here it is working as an authentication protocol which is specially designed for client server application, and Kerberos uses the symmetric key cryptography in order to verify its user identity. Three servers are involved in the Kerberos protocol. So what are those three servers? The first one is the authentication server, the second is the ticket granting server, and the last one is the real server. So what we are going to assume in our example or the figures that we are going to study ahead, that Bob is a real server, the data server which you can say, from where the client, that is we can say Alice, who is the requesting user, want to access some services, right? So what authentication server will do? The authentication server is the KDC in the Kerberos protocol, that is the key distribution center in the Kerberos protocol, which act as a third party in order to verify the client who is requesting the service from the real server. In between we have this second one, that is ticket granting server. So ticket granting server issues a ticket for the real server. Issues a ticket for real server means what? It will issue a token to that real server saying that this is the authenticated user which is verified by the authentication server. And last one we have the real server. So the real server, that is Bob, will provide the services for the user, that is Alice. Finally it has verified from all these servers, right? So like KDC, we have said that authentication server is the KDC in the Kerberos protocol. So we'll just see in short that what is that KDC means. That KDC, like I told you, it creates a secret key for each member, and this secret key is used only between the member and the KDC, that is shared between the user and that key distribution center only. And one more key that is generated by this KDC, which is called it as a session key, which is a temporary key used for encryption of data between the user, that is only for that one logical session. So here just the diagram explaining how that KDC will work, that is nothing but your authentication server. That is, here the each user will register with the authentication server, that is this KDC, and it granted with the identity and the password. Clear? So here this diagram, now in this next slide, this diagram represent how these three servers, Kerberos servers, are actually going to use. So here the scenario is same, that is the Alice want to request some services from the server, that is Bob, right? And in between we have this KDC which contains the authentication server and the ticket granting server in order to verify the user's identity, that is the Alice identity. So like first what the user will do, those who want to access some services from the server, so they will request for the ticket for the TGS, because TGS has the ticket for the Bob, right? So that's why first it will request ticket for the TGS to the authentication server. So authentication server will verify that user, right? And then it will send two items, that is the session key to be used between the Alice and the TGS, and the second one, that is the ticket for TGS. Once the Alice will get the ticket for the TGS, he will request for what? The ticket for Bob, right? Then ticket for Bob he will request from the TGS. TGS will send the ticket for the Bob and the session key to be used to communicate between the Alice and the Bob. Once the Alice has got the session key, he can request whatever the services that he want to use from the server, and finally the server will grant access of those services to the Alice. So in this way, this KDC, what it is doing, it is simply authenticating the client to the server who is requesting some services from that server, right? So this process we can see in detail, like how those symmetric keys are generated and how the user is getting authenticated over here. Like I told you again, I'm repeating that this Kerberos protocol used only for the client server application, like your FTP, then your SMTP, and then the Active Directory domain for your Windows authentication, right? So here we'll see with these 6 steps how this Kerberos protocol actually work. So pay attention. So first, what will happen in the first step, that is Alice sends a request to the authentication server, okay, with her register identity, because already this authentication server containing the database with all the users and their passwords, right? Now once the Alice has sent the request key, I want to authenticate myself so that I can use the services from this server, right? So after that, what will happen, this authentication server will send one message back to the Alice, and that message, this you can see in the blue color. So that message he will send it to the Alice, and that is encrypted with the Alice permanent symmetric key. So here this KAAS is nothing but what, the Alice permanent symmetric key, which is shared between the Alice and then the authentication server, right? So the message is encrypted using the Alice permanent symmetric key. Now what that message contains, that we need to understand. So that message contains the 2 items. तो authentication server जो message send करेगा with encryption, that contains a 2 item. So the first item is the session key. Session key, why? Because Alice need to communicate with the TGS, so that session key must be generated, right? So that session key, which is represented here as ATGS, right? Then the next में क्या होगा, the other item is the ticket for TGS. Ticket for TGS means what? The token which is provided by the authentication server to the Alice in order to verify that this is the authenticated user. So that ticket for TGS is sent to the Alice, right? And that ticket for TGS is encrypted. That ticket is also encrypted, but using what? Using that ticket granting server ka symmetric key. Because see here, this KDC will share the symmetric key with each user, and that is used for your encryption. So again I am repeating, the authentication server will send a message to Alice which is encrypted using the Alice permanent key, that is this KAS. Then that message contains the 2 items. One, the session key to be used between the Alice and the Bob, which is represented here as ATGS, and then it will send the ticket for TGS, and that ticket for TGS is encrypted using what? The TGS ka symmetric key, which is there between the authentication server and the TGS, right? Now what will happen? Now once this Alice will get this message, what he will do, he will decrypt it using that symmetric key which he has shared, that is the same thing, KAAS. And then next thing, he will get these 2 things, that is the session key to be communicate between the TGS and the ticket for TGS, right? So once he got these things, third step में what Alice will do, now Alice will send 3 items to the TGS. Okay, what are those? First, so he will send the ticket for the TGS. So what it represent, this ticket for the TGS, that I am the authenticated user from the authenticated server. So that ticket he will send it to the TGS, and he will send the name of the real server, that is a data server from where he want to access the services. And the third thing that he will send is what? He will send one timestamp, right? and that timestamp is encrypted by the session key, or the session key which is shared between them, that is KA-TGS. So he will send it to the TGS, that timestamp. Why timestamp? To avoid the replay attack, right? So now TGS has got, now अभी TGS के पास क्या क्या आएगा, ticket for TGS which is sent by the Alice. So now he will verify that Alice is the authenticated user. ये इसको decrypt कैसे करेगा? He will decrypt it by his own symmetric key, the TGS symmetric key that he has shared already. And then again this timestamp he will decrypt it using that session key which is shared between the Alice and the TGS. So you will get to know that this is the only verified user, right? Now the next thing, after getting this, now this TGS knows that this Alice is the authenticated user. So now he can issue the ticket for the Bob, means he can give access to the different services that are to be used by the Alice, right? So next step 4 में क्या होगा? Now the TGS sent 2 tickets, okay, that 2 tickets and each containing the session key to be used between the Alice and the Bob, right? And the ticket for Alice, here the ticket for Alice is encrypted with KA-TGS, that is the session key to be used between the Alice and the TGS, and the ticket for Bob. So ticket for Bob is encrypted using what? Tell me. The ticket for Bob is encrypted using the Bob symmetric key, and Bob symmetric key is represented by KTGSB, that is the symmetric key which is shared between the TGS and this server Bob. So once he has got the ticket, what he will do the next thing? Now the user, that is Alice, has got the ticket for the Bob जिसके पास से actually उसको services use करना है, right? So he will send in the next step Bob ticket, okay, this is the Bob ticket which she has got over here, and then he will then the timestamp also she will send, which is encrypted with the session key between them, and then then server will receive that. Server will verify that this is the ticket for the Bob, that he has authenticated from the authentication server also and from the TGS also, right? And then what he will do, then Bob confirms this timestamp which he has got by adding the receipt of 1 to that timestamp, and then the message whatever that he want to send, that you are an authenticated user, is encrypted with this session key which is already shared by the TGS between those two. And finally he will receive the message, Alice will receive the message, and once he is verified he can use the services from the server. So in this way the Kerberos protocol used. So simply here we can say that Alice and authentication server is sharing the symmetric key. Authentication server and TGS sharing the symmetric key which they two only know, and here TGS and the server will also share the symmetric key which is known to them only, and the session keys are generated only for that logical session to be communicated between those two users. Once it is used, that session got expire, but the symmetric key used for encryption are known to those user only, and based on this the authentication can be done. Thank you.